Greetings, friends. I come to you from our own Hillendale Park, where I want to offer some of my own personal reflections on how we can care for ourselves and others during this present time in history. Come on a walk with me. What a wonderful green space that we have in the midst of Harrisonburg, among many others. It has many different kinds of paths. This one is well worn, defined, predictable. You're able to plan where you're going. You don't have to think much about direction. For the most part, you see where it is going. And you can walk at a fast pace if you want. Here I am at a more narrow path, but still visible. I have to move at a slower pace to take into consideration the roots and rocks along the way. And I can only plan and look so far ahead. And here I am with no path set before me. I need to slow down, take intentional steps. It's harder to plan. There are more unknowns. I have to observe the surroundings for clues, for direction. It's adventurous and fear-inducing at the same time. We experience each one of these paths in our life. The well-worn path, which is clear and predictable, has routine and traditions. It's a path of the masses, so we can walk without thinking, practically, following others in their footsteps. And then we have the narrow path, which we can walk with a slower pace, but we need to pay closer attention. There is more mystery and unknown. There is guidance, yet the path isn't always straight, and it can twist and turn and wind up and down. And then there's no path, which can be a very lonely place, where reliance on other people or other signs around us are necessary, and the pace is much slower. It's easy to be here, in a landscape that provides comfort and praise of our Maker, provides predictable paths and structure, like pavilions that we can shelter under. And then we come here and are jolted into a reality that recognizes that we are in liminal space between the here and the not yet. It's disorienting, fear-inducing. You could say that we have been thrown into a wilderness where the paths that we have traversed have disappeared. We're needing to find new paths, new routines. And it causes us to question, how do we navigate this time of change that is influencing many of our routines and life practices? How do we care for ourselves and those dear to us? I'd like to offer 4 steps. The first step is to stop and breathe. In a time when our breath is being threatened, the ability to take a deep one is to be relished. So in our stressful and anxious moments, when our breath only goes so far, stop. Breathe in God's Spirit, asking God to sustain you. For the more we try to make things happen as they normally would, the more frustrated, anxious, and stressed we become. The second step is to observe the people, the places, the things around you. Where are your sheltering places? Who are the people that provide you with encouragement and courage? Reflect on what you carry and what others carry, and to know the difference. Jesus' invitation to us, come to me, all you who are weary and carrying heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. What are we carrying with Jesus' help? How can we give others the freedom to carry their own load with Jesus' help as we walk alongside? Observe. The third is to use your senses. Listen. Look. Smell. Touch. Taste. Use your senses, inviting God to reveal ways to care for yourself. The fourth step is to move slowly. If there's any time that has forced us to slow down, it is now. Take it. Relish it. Grieve that which has changed, and look around you for that which you can embrace. Friends, I do believe that there's an invitation through all of this. In a time when loneliness is more acute, family stressors greater, work more complex, addictions stronger, depression deeper, God has an invitation to each of us. And I believe one of God's invitations is to draw closer to the divine mystery of love, which binds us all together through God's Spirit. As I stand here, the rain begins to fall. And so may our prayer be one for another. Rain down, rain down. Rain down, O God, your love for your people. Amen.